Infinity Games Podcast.
The pants are off. It is time to record.
That record button, though.
Yeah, dude.
Tasty.
Nom 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 nom. Tell the people what you're nomming on.
What I'm nomming on?
Nomming on.
What does it count as? Is it Thai food or is it Chinese food?
Yeah, the Thai?
I'm gonna go with both. It's Asian food. I don't mean to offend, but I'd rather paraphrase and say Asian food as opposed to say Chinese or something and it be horribly wrong.
It's noodle based. It's
noodle and fried rice. So I mean, do with that what you will.
Has the appearance of food. Assumedly, you can consume it.
Exactly.
I
put it in my body and it gives me the energies.
And then the poops.
Indeed.
Poops is part 2.
If you're not pooping, it means you're not eating, which I feel sorry for you because eating is life.
Or you're a Barbie doll and you don't have any holes.
True.
Which, impressive.
Lol. Anyways.
I'm Jukeboxhero.
I'm KelryxsKing.
And this is episode 11 of the Infinity Games podcast. If you have
Snake
any
eyes.
feedback, if there's anything you want us to listen to, talk about, if there's anything that we didn't mention but you thought we should have, let us know on Infinity Games Podcast, that's our Facebook, and Games_podcast, that's our Twitter.
Tweets.
Nom 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 nom.
Yeah, that. Welcome to our new segment, Infinity Foods Podcast.
Welcome to the social eating part of this podcast.
Yes. Excuse me while you listen to me chew for 45 minutes straight.
Oh dear Lord, please don't.
Nom.
Fuck.
So we're gonna talk about we're talking about stuff and things and stuff.
Yeah, stuff and things that may or may not be mechanics.
Indeed, of the workshop variety.
Yes, they come from video games.
'Cause, segment time.
Yep.
Mechanics Workshop time.
Welcome to Mechanics Workshop. I almost forgot the name of it.
Yeah, that in case. The Mechanics Workshop's been on and off. We haven't been doing it lately because we've had other segments taking up the time.
That's okay. This time we're talking about knockback in video games,
which everybody hates. If you tell me otherwise, you're a liar.
It's the fucking devil.
Indeed.
Particularly in Castlevania. You don't know what that groaning is for. It's for the Medusa heads.
And literally only the Medusa heads. Everything else, okay, fine. You throw an axe at me, it hits me, I fall, whatever, that's fine. A bat, eats my ass out from under me. Okay, I fall over, I trip, I get it. But a fucking Medusa head.
They're the devil.
Goddamn sideways S patterns.
So what we're talking about right now is, especially in the original 2D Castlevanias, when you get hit by an enemy, you kind of fly back a few feet or pixels or whatever as you recover. And while you're flying back, there is no way to move or control yourself in any way. So with the Medusa heads, often you'll be on these precarious 1 block floors that you gotta jump to, and there's a bunch of holes in between, and they'll hit you and they'll knock your ass back into a hole.
And they're never ending. It's like you can kill them all day long, but they're just gonna keep on coming. It's like it's an unlimited spawn, and their pattern is irregular. Like it's an S. It looks really standard, but trying to jump over it is a complete other story. Because if you jump too early, you'll hit them while they're coming down. If you jump too late, you'll hit them while they're coming up. So you gotta time that shit so they're at the very bottom. Like you jump sideways. And when you're at the peak of your jump, they need to be right under you or you're fucked.
Yeah. And like on the NES games, it's particularly difficult when you can only whip in one direction. And like you can duck or you can jump.
4, it was.
Yeah, Super Castlevania 4, you got like the dangly whippy thing. Where you just kind of hold it in front of you and jiggle it around.
And or just or just like hit them as you're jumping over them, or hit them if they're above you or whatever. Like you could hit in any of the 8 cardinal directions, so it was like, man, fuck you, Medusa heads.
Sounds very dirty.
Lol. Can't fuck Medusa, man. You turn to stone.
Oh, just put a paper bag on her head.
Either that, or Ray Charles could have fucked Medusa. He probably did fuck Medusa.
Quite possibly.
I believe it. Somebody was like, hey, Ray Charles fucked Medusa one time. True story. I'd be like, respect.
Threesome with Stevie Wonder.
Nice.
Jeff Healey goes and gives her a reach around or something. Who else is a blind musician?
I don't know. That one guy from that one anime.
Anyways, you got another example of their... Actually, hold on a second. The fucking knockback, because I mentioned this before, in Castlevania Symphony of the Night is fucking the worst. Like,
oh, it's terrible.
It's... Because it's the same as all the games before, but because the movement and the way you move has changed so much, it feels... I don't know, like you're kind of taking a step back, like it's bad game design to keep it in.
Yeah. It's later in the game, like, because slight spoiler warning, later in the game you get access to like different animal transformations and stuff like that, and you can technically cancel the knockback if you go into one of your, like, if you get hit and then immediately like transform into a bat or whatever, it'll cancel the knockback. But I mean, it's one of those superficial things. It's like, it's not necessary unless you're somehow about to fall into a pit. But then again, I don't think pits aren't really the death of you in Symphony of the Night. I don't think there are any insta-kill pits, because half the time if there's a pit, it just means that you'll fall down.
Yeah.
I can't remember if there's a single, like, you fall, you die. So.
I think I remember encountering one, but maybe not.
Yeah,
but that's kind of what I mean. So, like, to keep the Medusa heads and the knockback and stuff, it's just kind of like horse shit.
Yeah, I don't understand why they bothered.
It's more annoying than anything.
Just like, give me, just put in a you got hit animation, give me some invincibility frames, and let me go on my goddamn way.
Yeah, let me blink 3 times and get over it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, your example?
I was gonna say that there are examples of knockback being used in good ways. For example, if you watch any speedruns of any kind, I definitely advise looking into like the old Mega Man games on NES, like 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. I don't have any specific examples. I don't have like the speedruns memorized. I don't have them on autoplay in my brain. But there are a lot of examples of the speedrunners using the knockback and the invincibility frames to either clip certain jumps. I've seen them clip through walls a couple of times to trigger glitches and skips and the like. So there are instances of shitty knockback being potentially beneficial if you know how to abuse it. But for the most part, Mega Man plays the exact same as Castlevania. There are a lot of times where you're going to get hit and end up getting pushed into a pit, or you'll literally bounce into another enemy, or you're about to make this tough jump that it's like pixel perfect and you get hit and you fucking fall down. You got to try and make the jump again. Like, it happens and it sucks and it's awful and I hate it.
Yeah, and I think it's even worse in Mega Man, just because of the difficulty of that game to begin with. And just
Mhm.
there's way more single block jumps and pits and stuff where that's just,
You
it's the death of you.
what I think we definitely need to mention is Ninja Gaiden 2. Ninja Gaiden on the NES is
Oh, yeah.
awful. It's awful.
That was the one I was trying to remember because the nerd did it.
Yeah, the nerd has this huge thing about it. There's one point where we've mentioned him in multiple videos because he is a god to us. We grew up watching him when we were little Jukebox Hero and little KelryxsKing. I was Kelryx Prince at the time. That's how young I was. But so like we grew up watching the nerd, right? Like it'd be every month he would come out with a new video and we'd be on that, like white on rice or brown on rice, depending what kind of rice you eat. I don't judge. But
Gun race?
yes. Personally, I prefer
Purple
wild
on
rice
rice.
with like the long grains. That shit's fucking awesome. But so the nerd did a Ninja Gaiden video, and it's like they're infamously difficult games. Like they are fucking ruthless. Which, I mean, we've talked about the NES and difficulty on the games before. This is nothing new to any of you who've seen multiples of our videos. But the simple fact is Ninja Gaiden's a ruthless bitch, and its knockback is so bad that the nerd jokes about it in his video. He gets about halfway through his video and he's like, wait, what the fuck is that? That's a health bar. I have a health bar? Because literally every time he got hit, he would gravitate into the nearest hole. He'd be facing forward. The hole would be in front of him. He would get hit and fall into the hole in front of him. Instead of getting knocked backwards, he would somehow get shot and then triple flip forward into a hole or something. So about halfway through the video, he realizes he actually has a fucking health bar. It's hysterical.
Yeah. And then there was that one point of a level that he reached where it was like, fucking, he drew lines across the screen and it's like, all of this, you can get hit. And it never stops because they always respawn.
Are you sure? I feel like now you're talking about Silver Surfer.
Well, he did that in Silver Surfer too, but he did it in, maybe he didn't draw the lines, but there was a point in the Ninja Gaiden video where it was like,
oh no, you're right,
flying shit, and then like two
You're
enemies and one throws it, and he's just like, this is all the area where you can get fucking hit, and I think he had to like glitch to get past it or something.
Yeah, I know which part you're talking about. It's one of the later levels, and it's literally like there's this dude standing on a platform, and he's shooting like fireballs and shit. And so if you jump, it needs to be absolutely perfect because there's like bats flying through the air, and there's a guy that spawns behind you. So you either need to jump and somehow perfectly time your jump so that you're able to kill the bat as you're flipping and then kill the guy while you're coming down and somehow still land on the platform. You need to either have a power up that you can use to kill the guy and then jump and kill said bat and land on the platform, or what the nerd did is you have to like, if you like just slowly inch off the screen so the dude disappears, occasionally, like once in a while, he'll actually just disappear. He'll vanish and he won't respawn. Because if you kill him with like a shuriken or something and then walk off screen, he'll respawn immediately. Like he doesn't stay dead. So you, like, yeah, the nerd had to just glitch him out to actually get past that part. It's complete bullshit.
Yeah. I still fucking love Ninja Gaiden.
Oh, it's so fun.
It's like the best wall jump mechanic in any game ever.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like NES games helped shape my semi-masochistic nature.
Yes. And it's kind of funny because most of the games we've just mentioned were like NES classics. Because I can't think of a single 3D game that has knockback.
Like I said, I had one in mind. Like I wanted to fucking talk about it, and I literally cannot remember what the Christ it was. It was Destiny. It was Destiny, but it's not. It's borderline knockback. That's why I probably forgot about it. So there are a bunch of different species of enemies in the game. There's the Fallen, the Hive, the Vex, and the Cabal are the main four, and then later on like the Taken and the Siva Fallen get introduced, but I won't bother. So the Cabal are these like really gigantic like turtle type looking motherfuckers, right? Like just huge, like covered in armor, really tanky looking guys. And one of them is called a phalanx, and he just has this gigantic shield. He's a total pain in the ass. Either you have to shoot him in the hand so that he flinches so you can shoot him in the face, or you just have to like fucking fire a rocket or something, or get behind him or something. He's annoying. So there's this annoying glitch that happens in the game, because if you get close up to them, they can hit you with their shield, which of course it'll hurt you and it'll push you backwards a little, you know, like any shield bash in any game should do. Right. So every once in a while, some bullshit will happen, and they'll hit you with the shield, and you'll literally fly across the map so fucking hard that the impact with the wall kills you.
Wow. That's harsh.
Fucked. And like
I know nothing of Destiny.
it's a lot of fun.
But
I'm gonna get into that a little. It is, because I won't ramble too long, but there's a mission you can do, like a specialized mission called a Nightfall, and in year 1 in original Destiny, if your whole fire team, if all 3 of you died, you got shot back to orbit, and you had to start the thing from the very beginning all over again.
Ugh.
So it was fucking hardcore, and I can't tell you how many times me and like buddies got cheesed out of winning because one of those fuckers, like, we'd be running to like res each other or whatever, and one of those fuckers would punch us into a wall. It happened more than once, and we were fucking livid. Like, it sucks.
The challenge is real. The challenge is bullshit.
Yep.
So we're gonna wrap this up, and I'm just gonna give 2 quick nods to some other NES classics that had knockback. The first is The Legend of Zelda. Whenever you get hit, you kind of bounce back a little bit and flash, and in that game, it was kind of beneficial, because if you could imagine, you run into like an Octorok or some shit, if you didn't bounce back, it would just continue to drain your life until you died.
Yeah.
And the second one is Contra. Not necessarily a knockback from getting hit, but if you die, you could do a little backflip and then lay down.
So it's the knockback in Contra is like an overkill kind of thing, because Jukebox and I have been playing it before, and of course you die a lot. Like, it's inevitable. You're gonna die unless you're some kind of speedrunning god or whatever, and you know all the spawns and shit. But like, you get hit, you die, and then you do a backflip, and like, I've backflipped into a hole or off a cliff or something a couple of times, and I'm like, really? I wasn't dead enough already. Like, thanks. You know what it is? You know what the knockback in Contra is?
What's that?
Fucking death. It's fucking death insurance. Like, so that bullet went straight through his brain. The entire back of his skull is gone, his brain with it, but we're gonna throw him off this mountain just in case.
That's almost like in like Breath of the Wild or Skyrim or GTA or anything with ragdoll physics. You fucking die and then you just tumble down the hill.
I can't tell you how much that shit
and then 3 years later you can actually resume.
That shit made me so mad in Breath of the Wild.
Right?
So mad. I was like, get the fuck up.
Yeah. Especially if like you weren't actually dead yet. It would like hit you and you'd be like, okay, great, let's stand up, let's kill him. And then 5 seconds later he finally stands up and is like, oh, I don't even care anymore.
And then you get fucking hit again, or you eat another guardian laser or something. I'm just like, fuck me, okay.
Yeah. That's bull.
It's
any whore. I think we're done with this.
Any whore. So we're gonna touch very briefly on games we've been playing.
It's time for games we've been playing.
For Jukebox and I both, I think the main thing is Duel Links.
Yep.
Right? So
this is the most I've played in like 3 months.
Yeah, same. So what I'll touch on super quick is if you have a PS4 or a PS3, actually maybe not a PS3, they might have said fuck you last gen, but one of the free games of the month is Killing Floor 2, which is kind of a mob a mob zombie wave-based game. Like if you've ever played Call of Duty Zombies, it's essentially the same thing, but it's an entire game based around it, and it's a ton of fun. Yeah,
sounds like Serious Sam.
Yeah, next time you come over, you can play it for a bit. You'll have a good time.
Oh,
so what I enjoy about it is it's 6-man teams. Waves of zombies, whatever, and then between every wave, you can take the money you've accumulated and go buy guns and restock your armor and all of this. You have a healing pack that continually recharges, so you can hit that a few times every round if you start hurting or whatever. And the fun thing is there are classes. So there's the Berserker, there's the Gunslinger, Demolitionist, Survivalist, Support, etc., etc., and all of them start out with different guns. You can use any gun in the game. It doesn't matter. If you have the money, you can buy any gun in the game. But depending on the weapons you use, that's the class you'll level up. And every 5 levels, you get a new perk for that class. So, for example, I play Demolitionist, which is like explosives. So the very first perk I unlocked, you have 2 options for every perk, and you can switch between them as you see fit. One is it boosts the damage of my Demolitionist weapons by 20%, which is significant. And my other one is I reload 20% faster. So I'm like, fuck that, I want reload speed. And then my second perk, I was able to equip it so that if I hit you directly with an explosive weapon, like if I shoot a grenade launcher and I hit a zombie square with it, it'll do an extra 30% damage. And so it's awesome because the more you level up your classes, the more OP you get, which is standard. So it has like a slight RPG element. So
what's the name of this game?
It's free. It's Killing Floor 2. It's free. It's on PSN. If you have a PlayStation, go pick it up. Get it. It's free. It's cool. It is. It's a lot of fun. I don't know if there's split screen co-op, but regardless, next time we chill, me and you will play it for a bit. It's a good time.
I can dig it.
Yes. So I have a Duel Links story, so I'm gonna let Jukebox go first because he insisted that he had a Duel Links story, so I'll let him go first and see if I can top it.
Well, it wasn't a story or anything. I just wanted to talk about the championships and stuff because
fuck the championships.
Right? Oh God, fuck the championships. But my draw luck, or rather my just my luck in general, got a little bit better for opening packs. And I managed to get most of the ultra rares out of Chaotic Compliance. But at the same time, I still have... I'm only missing 2 of them. I don't know which ones they were. One of them was it's a psychic something or other spell card.
Oh, that was the first ultra I pulled out of that pack. I was not impressed.
And I don't remember what the other one was. I think it was a fusion monster, though.
Master of Oz.
Maybe. But the one card I want out of that entire box is the fucking double summon, and I haven't got either of them. I'm down to 60 packs.
And you haven't gotten a single one?
No.
Dude, that's bullshit. I have 2.
Ugh. Fucking everyone but me. Even my girlfriend. I'm like, oh yeah, there's just this one card I want, as she's opening her first 10 packs and she gets it.
You know what you do is you and her trade accounts.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much done with that one.
Yeah.
And then with
how far did you get in the championships?
I'm only at gold 1 because I was playing through and then I got to silver 5, and then as soon as I got to silver 5, everything just turned to shit.
Yeah, because that's. You breeze through rookie and bronze and silver, and then as soon as you get to silver 5, gold is the fucking, it's fucking pit fighter.
Yeah,
it's goddamn Fight Club.
Because I've been to gold 5 before, but I feel it's probably just because it's the championships. Everyone and their dog is out playing this fucking game, so the competition's way higher. But after I got to silver 5, it just felt like there was nothing I could fucking do. So I dropped down to silver 3, and then for I don't know, the next like 20 battles, like literally the next 20, I switched between silver 3, silver 4, silver 3, silver 4, silver 3, silver 4. And I was like, my draws are shit. These people got all the cards against me, and then fucking Blast by Tribute has become the bane of my existence.
I actually, fun story. No, not fun story. I got hit with that the other day, and it was bullshit because I econned to steal my opponent's monster, and they Blast by Tributed their own monster. I was like, fuck you. That's bullshit.
It's such an OP card because obviously, you know, one of the end goals in a battle is to get out your fucking tribute monster so you can actually defeat the opponents, whatever they have out there. And obviously you're going to have your shit in attack, so it just wipes your fucking field and also inflicts damage to you. It's like, if they do that, you're pretty much dead no matter what.
Yep, pretty much. It's fucked.
Yeah.
And
of course,
I definitely feel it.
I went really hard on Chaotic Compliance and Flame Tyrant. So I don't have many of the like the standard cards that you see through Platinum and stuff. So like Michizure, Sphere Karibos, Mirror Walls, shit like that literally everyone at that tier has. I don't have any of those. And it really works against me because I didn't go hard on Neo Impact or Age of Discovery or anything like that.
Yeah. I actually managed to get to Plat 1.
Nice. I wanted to know how far you got.
My fucking god.
Yeah.
I literally, like, it's the same thing. I got to Gold 1, and it was just hell on fucking earth.
You know,
I got... Go ahead.
I haven't battled at all since I got to Gold 1 yet. I still have one more day to try and make some magic. Because I don't know what it was today, but I went on like a 6-win streak, so... Because it's not like my deck is totally horrible or anything, it's just, my god.
It's 200... excuse me. It's 200% luck of the draw.
Yeah.
Like, no fucking joke. Like, I'll send you a picture in a second here, just on Facebook. I'll send you a picture of the deck that I used to get to Platinum 1. And literally, like, I got from Gold 1 to Gold 3 without much issue. And then getting to Gold 4 was really fucking difficult for me, because I kept running into, like, Mize with Harpy Hunting Ground. I kept running into Weevils with their fucking parasites and their burning lands and shit. There was one time, oh my fucking god, I was so fucking livid, dude. I got to Gold 5 after literally like 2.5 hours of straight fucking playing.
Right.
I fucking got to Gold 5 and I was like, oh my god, if I can just somehow magically win 3, I'm done. Like, if I get to Plat 1 and guarantee myself a super rare card, I'm done. Like, I'm fucking out. Like, there's no way I'm even gonna try to get to King of Games. It's not worth it. I win 2 in a row. I win 2 in a row. And then the third duel, I'm like, please, a scrub. Give me a fucking scrub. Give me some dumbass running fucking, like, fucking Kaiba with warrior monsters or some dumb shit like that, please. And I get Taya Burn.
Ugh.
Have you gotten shit on by one of those yet?
Yes.
Oh, you bet your ass I was fucking pissed about that. I was like, I saw her little thing pop up and I'm like, no, not like this, please. I'm just hoping to God that she draws like the worst fucking hand possible.
I'm gonna pretend for 2 seconds that you got beat by Shady Penguin, because apparently he got to King of Games using Taya Burn.
He did, but he was at like Platinum 3 and he felt bad about it. He felt really bad. He put a video on YouTube apologizing for it. Like,
I know. I'm still gonna pretend that he's the one who beat you. So, haha.
I wouldn't have even been mad. I would have been like, Shady, I love you.
Oh god. So what happened after that? Did you have to play much more to get up there again?
After that, I lost 2 more right after that.
Ouch.
Went back down to 4. Yeah, went back down to 4. Won 2, lost 3, went back down to gold 3. Won 6 in a row.
Jesus.
Won 6 in a row. And then lost 3, went back down to plat 4 again, and then won 3, lost 1, won 3, and I got to plat 1 finally.
Nice. So which
I was like,
which card did you get?
I haven't picked one yet.
No? What are you thinking of?
Because I'm waiting until the Yugi event is over,
Okay.
or almost over, because if I can get another Gamma out of him, then I don't need to use my super rare on a Gamma. But if I don't get a Gamma off of him, yeah. But if I don't get Gamma off of him, then I might use it for a Gamma, but I'm honestly thinking I'll probably get Union Attack. Because Union Attack is just like, it's the universal god card to like farm the other legendary duelists and stuff.
Where do you get Union Attack from?
From Yugi.
Oh.
It's a super rare drop.
Figures.
And I haven't gotten a single one. Like, not Yami Yugi, like Yugi Moto, right?
Yeah. I don't have one either.
So it's like, yeah, me either. The only reason I even have a Gamma is because they set it so that if you play 15 duels against him, you get a Gamma. That's the only reason I have one right now.
Yeah, I'm working on that right now because I forgot Yugi was a thing and it ends tomorrow, and I only have 8 duels in on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate. It's also weird because I didn't think that I had 15 duels with him.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I just got beta for like doing 7, and then like literally I feel like it was only 3 duels later that I got Gamma, and I was like, wait, what?
Well, you get beta for winning 7 duels, so if you lost some in there, maybe that's why.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. That's very true. Yeah, I might have been on like my 12th duel or something by the time I had won 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But which character do you use
to get to plat 1?
Yeah, like which character and which whatever the special thing is.
I'm sending you a picture of the deck I used right now. I used Mako.
Okay.
And I built a water deck, and literally me winning was 100% dependent on getting Levia Dragon out. Because if I got Levia Dragon out, I pretty much won every time. There was pretty much nothing they could do after that.
What special skill did you use?
Mystic Depths, just so everything had extra attack points. Plus, you need Yumi on the field to use Levia Dragon's effect.
Cool.
Like, there was one duel. This was after I lost like 3 in a row. And I was just so fed up. And I had one duel where I literally started a hand with... I got like the perfect starting hand. So I went second, so they literally set 3 face downs and put a monster in defense mode, and they had a field spell on. I think it was Mai. And the first thing I do is I summon a monster, use Big Wave, destroy that monster, special summon Levia Dragon, use its special effect to destroy my Yumi card and everything on their side of the field.
Goddamn.
And then I just immediately punch her in the butthole for 2,600 points of damage, and she had 1 card in her hand. She immediately forfeited.
Goddamn.
I was like, yes!
Fucking.
And then I lost 2 more.
I look at this deck that you have there, and I have like 3 of those cards.
Yeah, I
was mostly curious
lucky.
about your...
I just started dumping gems and shit into Age of Discovery, and literally like... What happened here? Like, I got Levia Dragon like a week after I started playing.
Nice.
Like, I was like, oh, fuck, cool. And then I realized that, like, new packs were coming out, so I was like, oh, I want to get those instead. So I stopped. And then, so I went back to it, and then, like, so I did, like, 4 packs or 5 packs, got a Sunfish, did a few more, got a Yomi ship. I was like... Well, shit, that's all I need. So I re-rolled the pack, and then like another 10 packs in, I got 2 more. So I was like, fuck yes.
Nice. Yeah, I've got one of the Yomi ships. I like it.
They're awesome. They're really good. Like, the perfect starting hand for the Mako deck is pretty much like a Yomi ship, any other one of the monsters, and then big wave, small wave, and fucking Levia Dragon, and you're like totally set. Because then you just put Yomi ship on the field, they summon, destroy it, their monster gets destroyed, and then you just fuck them sideways.
I was mostly just curious about what special skill you were using, because like for the last like month straight, I haven't used any special skills at all. So when I give my like last hurrah on PvP tonight,
yeah,
I'm probably gonna copy my deck over to someone that I actually have skills for. Because like even Joey with his LP boost, I mean, I'm sure that'll help me significantly compared to like using literally nothing.
Yeah, it's something, right? The best kind of like general ones are, of course, Joey if you have life point boost, Taya if you have dual standby, but that's also a double-edged sword because it gives the other guy an extra card in his hand at the start. So, and it's also a drop skill. So if you aren't lucky and it hasn't dropped from just like leveling Taya up, then you're not going to be able to use it. Or Bandit Keith because he gets switcheroo at level 4, and that's a pretty good overall skill.
Yeah.
Wait.
I have pretty much all of Yugi's skills. And a fair amount of Joey's. Because I pretty much grinded everyone up to level 10, but I have Yugi maxed and Joey's pretty close or something.
Nice.
Yeah.
My highest character is Yugi at 26, and then Mai is at 25, and Bandit Keith's at 25, and those are my 3 highest.
So, dude, I think it's time we move on to our main topic.
Yeah, we should talk about E3.
And I also think we need to make a small promise not to talk so much about Yu-Gi-Oh! Next time.
Yes. I'm sorry, it's a good game.
I know, it's so good.
All the nostalgia.
Our main topic is E3 predictions and E3 wants. Kelryx.
Can we do wants first?
Yeah, okay.
Can I do one want first?
No.
Oh, okay, predictions.
No, you can do a want, I don't care, go for it.
I want Kingdom Hearts 3 news. That's it. That's all I care about.
That's one of my wants too. But
it's just like,
rather than just news, I want them to actually have a release date, because that would just blow everyone's fucking minds.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a release date. I highly doubt we'll get a release date. I'd honestly be happy if it was like, give us a year. Like if it said coming 2018, I'd be happy. If it said like spring 2018 or something, I'd be happy. If it gives us an actual release date, bring a defibrillator over here.
Yeah, pants shit, there's a good chance they could win E3 with a release date on that.
Yeah, probably. Everybody be like, Square Enix wins, everybody go home.
Pretty much.
But yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that I have like hardcore shits to give about. Am I actually expecting it to happen? No, not really.
That's why it's a want.
Best, exactly. I think at best we'll maybe get another like teaser trailer or maybe a slightly new gameplay trailer, because a few months ago they did release a couple of screenshots showcasing like a new drive form and everything. So I don't really see the point of them having screenshots without filming a gameplay trailer or something, or attempting to get a gameplay trailer or something. So I'm hoping for that at the very least. But
yeah,
I'm not hanging on by the seat of my pants.
That's one of my wants.
Mm-hmm.
Just as a general thing. My actual big want would be a new F-Zero game.
That'd be pretty awesome.
Because we haven't had one since the Game Boy Advance.
Yeah, online F-Zero, like on a PS4, that'd be pretty fucking crazy.
It would be. Well, fucking
dude,
you just it's Nintendo. You just said PS4.
I know, but I can dream.
Good luck with
that. These are wants, Jukebox. They're goddamn wants. Whatever. Give me more reason to buy a Switch.
Yes, please.
But yeah, no, online F-Zero would be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'd be really excited for that.
Fucking F-Zero, because we haven't got one. And then Mother 3.
Because that'll happen.
Actually, I wouldn't be that surprised.
No, if they finally decided to put it on Virtual Console, like translate it and put it on Virtual Console, I wouldn't be surprised either.
Because I'm pretty sure they got a new trademark out on that. It might have been something else, but I'm pretty sure they got a new trademark on Mother 3. And because they released Earthbound Beginnings, which was the NES one, and then actually Earthbound on the Virtual Console like a year or two ago or whatever, I mean, it's just one more step to get like that.
Because
it wasn't Mother 3, it was Eternal Darkness. That's what they renewed the trademark on. Ew.
I remember you mentioning that. Gross.
What's gross?
Eternal Darkness. I don't horror.
Oh, I fucking want that.
But I was gonna say, because just like it's still cool to want Mother 3. Honestly, I think they're stupid for not just jumping through the hoops to get it translated.
Well, see,
I mean, they're fan translations.
Yeah, and
Pay
they said
somebody
they
for
can
a fan
use
translation.
No, dude, there's already a really good fan translation, and they said if Nintendo wants, they'll give it to them.
Well, fuck, there you go.
Yeah.
Nintendo's
I also feel
dumb.
that Nintendo's
Honestly,
stubborn enough that like I feel they're stubborn enough that if like they actually wanted to translate the game and release it, they'd make their own translation rather than taking some third-party, technically illegal translation.
No, probably. I don't know.
Like, thanks for wasting time. Please give us the game.
Because the thing is, like, I don't understand Nintendo from like a profit standpoint. For example, they could have made a shit ton. We talked about this last episode, or the episode before, I think, and it was pretty sure it was last episode because we were talking about the NES Classic.
Yeah.
But like we deducted, like we hardballed that they probably could have made anywhere from 50 to 100 million extra dollars if they just made a few more of them.
Yeah.
And it was the same with Amiibos. If they had just made Amiibos more readily available, and they just, you know, by all means, keep some of them exclusive. Keep Rosalina as a Target exclusive. Keep Shulk as a GameStop exclusive. Like, do that. That's fine. But just give us a little more, a few more of them, you know? And immediately they're making a shit ton more money because there's more of them being bought. And then it'd be the same with if they got Mother 3. They put that on the eShop for $10 to $15. People are going to lose their goddamn minds.
Yeah, even if it's people just like a small faction of people, I can't imagine whatever small-ass team they have to use to get this game on the Virtual Console would cost enough that it would be prohibiting.
Exactly. They like, no matter what, they're probably going to make a boatload of fucking cash. They're just too stubborn and lazy to actually go through with it. And you'd think they would have given in by now. How many interviews can you find with Reggie Fils-Aimé that I guarantee you could, every fucking interview he's ever done, he's probably been asked about Mother 3. When are we getting it? Oh, we haven't talked about it. We have no plans as of yet, blah blah blah. Like, fuck off. Give us Mother 3.
Yeah, there's literally just the one where someone asked him and he's just like, "Oh, we're listening, don't worry." And that was like 6 years ago or something.
Yeah, but I can't imagine it's a rare question for him.
What actually worries me a little bit is because we knew that there was supposed to be GameCube on the Virtual Console. They just hadn't released it yet. But I think Nintendo might be getting a little privy to like how much their HD remasters make them. Like boatloads of fucking cash. So they might rethink that and be like, let's just release this HD Master Edition or whatever instead of a $10 Virtual Console version.
Yeah.
So we may not actually get that.
What I think would be really, really cool, like they would never do it, but I think it'd be really cool if they did the entire Earthbound trilogy, or the Mother trilogy, and threw it on a Switch game.
Oh, it'd be so great. I'd buy it. I don't even have a Switch. I don't have money. Oh, yeah, I'd buy it.
You'd be balls deep. You'd be at the corner of the street on fucking in the North City there. You'd be like, I need some dude would pull over just out of curiosity, be like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? I need money for Earthbound Trilogy. He'd be like, me too, man, me too. And then you just have a buddy on the corner with you.
Yeah. No, I will fucking shit money to get it. I will will
find
myself
a way to poop
to
money.
shit gold so I can buy that game.
Yeah, no kidding. But are there any more like hardcore like wants that you want for E3?
None that I can really think of. See, it's a weird thing because for like the past 3 E3s, I couldn't give a single shit about what Microsoft or Sony was doing.
Yeah.
It's just like always been Nintendo, because Nintendo's the only company I see actually doing stuff worth giving a fuck about.
Yeah.
Because like the other ones, it's like, oh yay, here's this game, here's that game, whatever. Half the time they're third party. But Nintendo's like, oh, here's this actual exciting thing, not just a game.
Mm-hmm. There are a couple of other wants that I have that also tie into my predictions, because I really want more news on God of War 4. And I want news on God of War 4. I want like a release date for God of War 4. I think it'd be awesome if they had like gameplay for God of War 4.
That'd be decent.
And that also falls into my predictions, because they revealed it last year at E3. Right?
Fuck.
So to me it stands to reason that if they revealed it last year and they had a very small amount of like they had a very small gameplay portion,
right?
It makes sense to me that they should have a full gameplay demo at E3 this year, probably another trailer that explains a little more of the story, and also a confirmed release date. I see that as a very, very, very good possibility.
Yeah, I could see that happening too. Especially since it's
and
been
then
like
my
a
other
full year of development.
Sorry, go ahead. I also want more Final Fantasy VII remake news.
See, I'm almost positive we're going to get that, so I didn't make it a want.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the thing is, because right now Square Enix is fighting. They're fighting with Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy VII remake. Like those are their two big things right now.
Yeah.
So, in my head, I can't help but feel like if they give us Kingdom Hearts 3 news, we're probably not going to get any Final Fantasy VII news, and vice versa. Like it'll be one or the other.
You know, I feel like they're large enough that they could make those two. Like at least Final Fantasy 15 is out of the way, so that's just one less thing to worry about.
Exactly.
But, like those are their two big games that they're working on right now, but that doesn't mean they're not working on other things like Project Octopath and whatnot.
Exactly.
Probably
so
another Bravely game.
Probably. I would not be mad about that. I loved Bravely Default. I loved the second one too. But anyway. And then my last like want for E3 is I want more Destiny 2 news.
Oh, you're
like,
gonna get it.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is, I want news I haven't seen yet, but I also don't want Destiny 2 news because I don't want, like, I already know these all fall into prediction as well. I already know that we're getting a release date for the beta, which I'm excited for because I already have my beta codes.
Nice.
But, so, like, I want Destiny 2 news, but I'm torn because I want Destiny 2 news, but I don't want Destiny 2 news because I'm afraid that if they release too much of it, then it's going to take away from the main game, because that's what a lot of people had an issue with in the first one. Is in Destiny 1 vanilla, it's like you had 4 planets. You had Earth, you had the moon, planets, quote unquote, don't crucify me. But
okay.
You had
celestial
Earth,
bodies.
The moon, celestial bodies. Yes, thank you. The Earth, the moon, Venus, and Mars. And that was it. So when they released the beta for Destiny 1, of course, everybody lost their minds. Everybody thought it was fucking amazing. But the problem that they did was you could play through, to my knowledge, I didn't play it, you could play through the majority of Earth and the first mission on the moon. So immediately you're getting slightly more than a quarter of the entire game in just the beta.
That's too much.
Yeah, I agree. And it really siphoned. That's why a lot of people, they got Destiny, they loved it, it got crazy reviews, and then like a month went by and everybody was like, there's nothing to do. And I'm like, well, it's not that there's nothing to do, it's that you already did a quarter of it 2 months ago.
Right.
You know? So...
And it's just like, oh wait, DLC. And I know from what you say, their DLC is fucking amazing, but like, to have to, carry people over to that DLC, there needs to be more content in the initial game.
Agreed.
And you can't release too much of it in a demo.
Yeah, a lot of people burn Destiny at the stake for how they did their DLC, and I agree to an extent, because we got vanilla Destiny, and it was good. It was. Don't, like, people bitch and moan, but what is the
end of the day? What?
Yeah, that, whatever. But I got it. At the end of the day, Destiny 1 was still a good game. And then you paid $25 for a season pass, which is, it's not, that's standard. It's better than Star Wars Battlefront's $80 season pass.
No kidding.
I mean, that's one thing. I'll touch on this very quickly. That's one thing I've never understood about the gaming community, is you'll burn one game at the stake. You'll burn a good game at the stake for witchcraft and shit, for, a good game with average DLC at an okay price. But then there are people who are still praising the new Star Wars Battlefront like it's the greatest thing ever, when it's a trash fucking game with absolutely nothing to do after you've played it for 2 hours, and the season pass is the same price as the fucking game, and it doesn't help. Like, the DLC doesn't help. It didn't make the game any better. It was like, oh, here's your $20 DLC packet. You have 2 more heroes that you'll get to play with, once every 3 matches, and you get 1 more map. Like, whoopity fucking do. But there are people where it's like, oh, Battlefront's amazing, Battlefront's the best, and oh, Destiny sucks. And I'm like, do you fucking hear yourself? But anyway.
Fuck people.
So what Destiny did is, they gave us too much in the beta, and then the vanilla it was good, but it was still lackluster for the people who'd been, like, following Destiny since Bungie started, like, talking about it. And then the first DLC drop that we got was absolute trash outside of the new raid, which is still, like, not one of the better raids. It's good for nostalgia, but it's, as far as it plays, it's not awesome. And then the second DLC thing dropped 4 months later or whatever, which I thought was really good. I had a lot of fun with it, but a lot of people were just super pissed off that there wasn't another raid. And I'm like, in their defense, the main, like, bad guy of this DLC is harder than any of the fucking raids. But
right,
I digress. And then the Taken King comes out for $40 DLC. Everybody's like, oh my god, it's so fucking expensive. And I'm like, alright, but you need to break this the fuck down. We're getting a brand new quote-unquote planet area to explore. We're getting another raid. We're getting a new type of enemy. We're getting, like, 4 new strikes. We're getting a bunch more DLC maps. The entire weapon system gets overhauled. Oh, and the big mamma jamma, all of our classes get a brand new subclass. Like, that sounds worth $40 of DLC to me.
Yeah.
So... And then the same thing happened when Rise of Iron came out. Everybody was like, oh my god, it's so fucking expensive. And I'm like, oh my fuck. Again, we're getting an entire brand new area to explore. We're getting a bunch more strikes. We're getting a shit fucking ton of brand new weapons and armor and shit. And it's like, granted, yeah, we didn't get, like, another new subclass like we did in the Taken King, but whoop-de-fucking-do. Like, it's just, I'm so tired of people bitching. So, I'm just really excited for Destiny 2 to have a really cool, a really awesome beta that gives you just enough to, like, really whet your appetite, and enough to, like, just play the shit out of whatever strike they allow you to play, and whatever missions they allow you to play, and all the crucible, whatever crucible they allow you to play. I'm ready to just play the absolute piss out of it, just to fucking salivate for when I get Destiny 2, get to play it for a day, and then immediately fuck off for a weekend to my girlfriend's sister's wedding. Oh. But anyway, so that's my
Are you done
E3
sucking
wants.
Destiny's dick?
I'm done, yeah.
Did
Lol.
you swallow?
I did.
Good. So, onwards to expectations.
Moving on.
Okay, so E3 just did their shit today, which weirded me out a little bit because I thought E3 was the 13th to the 15th, but apparently they started today and they're doing conferences like one a day or something until the 13th, and then it's mostly like gameplay type shit.
Yeah,
But-
what it is because I know EA did theirs today. I'm not sure how exactly it works.
I'm pretty sure tomorrow's Microsoft, and then the day after is Sony. And then the 13th is Nintendo, I know for sure.
Whatever, I'm hyped nonetheless.
Yeah. But I didn't watch the E3 one, but I'm going to give you a quick summary of what I expect of it. Sports. We bring you this quick announcement. Battlefront. Battlefield. Sports. Hold the phone. FIFA. Look at those balls. Look at the texture. Look how great they look. Big round balls. Guys kicking balls. Balls. Look how great they look. You can even see the Peanut Man in the stands. He has a great sack of nuts. Sports. DLC.
Okay, so real quick, pause the actual video that you have playing there. I thought you were giving us like your quick rundown. I didn't think you were just gonna play the fucking thing for us.
Nope, that was the entire presentation.
Genius.
Yep. Go look it up. I swear
So,
that
all in
that
all-
was the conference. Right there.
All in all, yeah, sports, FIFA, Star Wars Battlefront 2, which admittedly I'm a little bit excited for. Because I think that what they did is because they made the original Battlefront, it was good. They made the original Battlefront 2, it was fucking amazing. They made the new Battlefront, and 90% of the people that bought it want to find the people who did it and murder them in cold blood while their families watch. So I feel like they maybe learned, and they were like, okay, we fucked up hard. We have to do Battlefront 2 the right fucking way. So I'm excited to see more of Battlefront 2. Will I ever buy it? Highly doubtful. But I'm excited to see more about it and see if it's potentially going to live up to what the original ones were.
I hope so, but it's
Sports.
also E3. Or sorry,
Yeah.
EA.
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 But
it's in the DLC.
pretty much. What's
Yeah.
in the DLC?
The game.
Yeah. What's on the game disc then?
Pictures of the
the-
owner's dog.
That and the tutorial. Yeah.
The tutorial's also super buggy.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. As far as like actual predictions, I honestly don't really have much. Like, of course, like I'm predicting there will be God of War news. I'm predicting there will hopefully be Kingdom Hearts 3 news. Destiny news I already know is going to happen because it was announced that they would be talking about it at E3. What was the other one I mentioned? I can't remember.
What?
Whatever. I was trying to remember. I know I mentioned something else in my like wants and predictions,
Final
but I can't
Fantasy?
fucking remember now. Yeah, that.
Yeah. See, I don't know what to expect out of Microsoft because they've completely dropped off my radar.
Yeah,
I
I,
hope
have
they
no.
talk about the
I have no
HoloLens.
fucks. I have zero fucks to give about Microsoft.
Yeah. Sony, I think they're going to kind of like surprisingly blow our minds with something we never thought of.
Probably.
Or they're just going to give us updates on like fucking everything.
I'll tell you right now, I'm willing to bet they'll talk about the new Crash Bandicoot trilogy thing that they're doing.
Oh, definitely. They'll probably make that like the focus point because it's Naughty Dog. Naughty Dog is their jam.
Probably. Yeah, Naughty Dog rules the Sony world pretty much.
But yeah, I think Sony's gonna make one mind-blowing announcement, and I think Nintendo's also going to make one. But I don't think the Nintendo one's going to be like a good surprise. Because like we're getting more, we're expecting more out of Mario Odyssey because they got to show that off so you're ready for the holiday season and whatnot. And then they got that stupid Rabbids Mario game, whatever, that everyone's like, what the fuck is this? But I think they're going to show...
I was hoping that was a joke.
I don't think it is. I don't know.
Nope.
But I think they're going to make an announcement for something that's going to come in 2018 because we've kind of reached that point where they can start announcing things a year later from now. And all we've known for the Switch is stuff between like March 3rd and the end of December. So they're going to announce something for next year, and it's going to be mind-blowing, but I have a feeling it's not going to be a good mind-blowing. I don't know why, it's just a feeling. Yeah. I don't know. With the exception of Nintendo, this is kind of the E3 to come out mid-generation, so there's not going to be a lot of great, huge things coming out, really. It's just going to be a continuation of games that are coming out, announcements of stuff that isn't kind of there to really sell the system. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know there's going to be Ni no Kuni 2, which I'm excited for. I hope they still worked with Ghibli on that.
I'm also excited to see something about Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and also I read something the other day that absolutely killed my hype for one of the Switch games that's coming out.
What's that?
Fire Emblem Warriors.
Oh.
I literally don't care anymore.
Why?
Because it hurts to say the only characters in that game that will be playable are from Awakening, Fates, and Echoes.
Is that like for sure 100% like
it
confirmed?
Was confirmed. I read it. Yeah, I read it the other day.
Ugh. That was like our number one fucking do this thing.
Yeah, so I literally just do not fucking care anymore. If I can't I'm just so tired of it. Like, yes, Awakening and Fates are the ones that, like, Awakening specifically is the one that, like, really blew up in the West.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that. Like, hype Awakening up. Like, that's your baby, right?
It's like, congrats, you got your fan base back, but remember the guys who were the first in your fan base.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. Scratch that. I'm wrong. It's characters from Shadow Dragon, Awakening, and Fates. As well as a few original characters. But still, I'm pissed. Like, obviously they're going to have Marth in there. Marth is the staple for Fire Emblem. He's the fucking hero king. Like, I get it. But I'm just so fed up. Like, fucking show some goddamn love to the main to the main game that first came to the West. Like, give some love to Lynn and Hector and Eliwood. Yeah, I need Lynn. I need Lynn in my goddamn game.
You know what's going to happen is they're all going to be DLC, just like with the Zelda Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah, 100%. And it's like, I'm not doing it.
And if they do it like Hyrule Warriors, they're going to get some really obscure shit, and you're going to be like, wait, what? That guy?
Right? Like, ooh, I always wanted to play as Agatha. Like, fuck you.
Like, I feel sorry for you, bro.
Yeah, so I do not fucking care about Fire Emblem Warriors anymore. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't even care if it's like, I don't even care if they like, if they show off like a really, really awesome gameplay trailer at E3 and they announce like that their very first DLC package is going to be from the first Fire Emblem and it'll have Lynn, Eliwood, and Hector. Like, I don't care. I'm not doing it. I'm not buying it.
Yeah. You know, it'd be pretty great.
What?
If they stopped making Warriors games and started making like consoleized versions of these games.
Well, that's just it. Like
we need a main series Fire Emblem on the Switch.
Yeah. And for anybody listening who's like, "Oh no, Fire Emblem games need to be handheld." Let me direct your ignorant attention to Path of Radiance, which was a goddamn wonderful masterpiece, and Radiant Dawn, which is one of my top 10 games of all fucking time.
And every Japanese game that we didn't get that was on a console.
Exactly.
I mean,
so yeah, I don't. We just
kind of
like, even look at like Tokyo Mirage
that would have, you know, a consoleized version each generation, because once they started coming to the West, it was GameCube, and GameCube got one, and then the Wii got one.
Yep.
And probably the only reason the Wii U didn't get far enough to get one is because it didn't sell well enough for them to justify it, because they were making the Switch, which they knew was going to be a much bigger success.
And still, the Wii U did get Tokyo Mirage Sessions, which, not a Fire Emblem game, but
right.
It had enough. It still had enough elements, and it had like the weapon triangles and all that good shit for me to consider it as like a Wii U console Fire Emblem game. It counts. It's close enough.
Yeah, close enough. You know, I just
remembered
something.
What?
I'm pretty sure they're making Smash Bros. A port for the Switch.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised.
So the more I keep remembering these other games, the more I think there's not actually going to be a big announcement from Nintendo.
I think we need to, because I know we gotta wrap this up in a little bit here, but I want to quickly touch on Pokemon Direct that just happened last week. We need to quickly touch on that, because it broke so many fanboys' hearts, and I am a god of predictions.
Yes.
Because I told Jukebox, because we were talking on the phone, and I was like, oh, by the way, there's Pokemon Direct tomorrow, and he's like, oh, yeah, it should be good. What do you think's going to happen? And I was like, well, we both know that everybody and their mother wants either Sinnoh remakes or Pokemon Stars, but we both know that's probably not going to happen.
Right.
So I said to Jokebox, boom, new name. No.
I'm just a huge joke.
I said, yeah, he is, in fact. No.
Damn
he's a cool guy. I love him. He's my bestie. But I said to Jukebox, and I quote, give or take a few words, because I don't have an eidetic memory. I said, I feel like we're getting a Pokken tournament port. That is probably going to be the main focus of Pokemon Direct. And then we're probably going to get like a little 30-second snippet at the end of Pokemon Direct about whatever new game it is.
Yeah.
And I said, I was like, I don't know what it is, but I doubt it's going to be Pokemon Stars. I highly doubt it'll be Sinnoh remakes. It's probably going to be some shitty fucking spin-off game.
So,
and I mean, I was half right.
Pokken Tournament DX. Whatever, I don't really care, but it makes me a little sad and scared for how many Wii U remakes the Switch is gonna get.
Yeah, I'm also pretty worried about it. I feel like it's gonna get really overloaded with remakes.
So, from a collector's standpoint, it's gonna devalue anything I get for the Wii U. I mean, fucking whatever. But if they just keep taking, because the Wii U had such amazing, great first-party Nintendo games, if they just keep taking those and remaking them, it's gonna kind of, you know, stop them from making new stuff. Even if it's from like the same franchises they've been using forever, any resources used on porting a game is not used on making a new one. And we've reached a point where this is like, what, the fourth Wii U game that's going to be coming out on the Switch or something?
Yeah, something like that. I could find an actual list, but I'll save that for maybe we'll talk about that a little next episode.
Yeah.
But,
and then...
Yeah, I don't know.
Ultra Sun and Moon?
It's Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Yeah. I don't care. It's like Black and White too. It's like the same shit, different pile, and I couldn't give a fuck about Sun and Moon anymore. Like, those games just weren't good enough for me. I know you are.
I'm gonna buy it.
But, you know, I can bet you those are gonna be like the first two Pokemons you trade in out of like the Pokemon games you have left.
I mean, I don't trade Pokemon games.
But you did.
Did I? When?
I'm pretty sure you did.
I'm pretty sure I didn't. Maybe like my GameCube, maybe my Game Boy ones way back when.
What about Diamond and Pearl?
I still got them both.
Really?
Actually, not Pearl, because my copy of Pearl got stolen.
Oh.
But I still have the case, and I also have, I believe I have the case with my brother's copy of Diamond in it.
That might be what I'm thinking of. Because I could have swore that you traded in Pokemon games. Like, if you had Black and White or something, you got rid of one of them. I might be thinking of someone else.
Sure I don't. I'm pretty sure I still have Black. I'm pretty sure I still have Pokemon White and Pokemon Black too. I'm pretty sure I still have them both.
Oh shit,
later.
dude!
I'll send you a message.
No, I'm thinking of someone else. Never mind.
Oh, gotcha.
I remembered who I was thinking of.
I want to just point something out here real quick for anybody who's listening who maybe isn't like a super hardcore fucking Pokemon nerd like I am. Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is literally Black 2, White 2. Like, I know Jukebox just said that, but I'm going to explain to you just how much of a fucking parallel it is. In Sun and Moon, at one point, you'll bump into this guy named Kelryx. He popped up originally in Black and White, and he was a very, very, very minor character. And he was looking into a certain... he was looking into Kyurem, who was the legendary... who was the third legendary dragon. He was the Dragon Ice type, right? As the parallel to Zekrom and Reshiram. So he was looking into them. So you meet him in Sun and Moon, and he's like, oh, I'm just here studying blah, blah, blah. I don't remember his actual words, but he's like, I'm just here looking into whatever, and I think I'm going to stick around for a while. Boom, foreshadowing. And then in Black 2, White 2, he pops up, and he's like the main fucking antagonist all of a sudden. And so you get later into the game, and he found out a way to fuse Kyurem with either Zekrom or Reshiram. So then you got Kyurem White or Kyurem Black. And that's the same fucking thing that's just happened in the Sun and Moon trailer. You see, like, it's going to be like Ultra Solgaleo and Ultra fucking Lunala or whatever, but it's literally, you can catch Necrozma in Sun and Moon. I caught him. He's not great. He's a pretty trash legendary, actually.
Lame.
But so it's literally the same thing. Kelryx is gonna be fucking head honcho in Sun and Moon all of a sudden, or Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon probably, and he's gonna look into, oh, Necrozma's the fucking link between the hyperspace dimension and all this other bullshit and whatever. And then at the very end of the game, he's gonna fuse with fucking Solgaleo and Lunala. You're gonna have to take him out and blah blah blah. Bob's your uncle.
You know, I can't even say this is surprising.
Like, it's a 100% straight up story ripoff. Like, I'm actually super disappointed in Game Freak for this.
I mean,
because at least Black 2, White 2
is built off of like doing the same thing over and over, so I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah. Well, no, neither am I. But it's just, to me, it's really degrading for them, because it's like when they originally did Black 2, White 2. It was a super cool idea. It was the very first time that a Pokemon game got a direct sequel.
Right.
Like, a direct sequel. So, everybody thought it was awesome. Right? Whereas now, it's like, I guarantee because of how hard Sun and Moon got ragged on for not having gyms, and like, you know, the other stuff that it did that was kind of fucking annoying, I guarantee Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is going to come out, and because a Pokemon League was established in Sun and Moon, there's probably going to be gyms in Sun and Moon too to match the Pokemon League, etc., etc. It's probably going to be all the same trial leaders that are now just gym leaders. And like, you know, so I don't care, I'll buy it, because if there's gyms good, then the good part of Pokemon is back. But like, I'm just really disappointed with how they were like, what should we do? Should we do like a third game like they've literally been wanting for the last 4 fucking generations? Or should we just, you know, do something different? And then some idiot at the table's like, let's do Black 2, White 2. And somebody's like, that's awesome, print it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to it. We'll let them raise my expectations at E3, because I'm sure they're going to have like, that'll be a significant part of their presentation or something. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like I said, like I'll buy it. I'll play it. I'll probably have a semi okay time with it, and then I'll tell Jukebox about it, and I'll tell all of you guys about it in November for episode fucking 30 or whatever it is at that point. 41.
41.
Because we're saving 42 for something special. Can we take
Yeah.
a moment to laugh at all the people who are butthurt that they're not getting 4th gen remakes?
Yeah, that. I don't know. Would I be okay with 4th gen remakes? Yeah, sure, why not? 4th gen was good, but at the same time, I kind of wish the Pokemon would either... it's like, as much as I love the Pokemon and I love the Pokemon universe and everything, in my opinion, they need to do one of two things. They either need to let the franchise fucking die, or they need to just move on with further generations. Like, they need to quit all this spin-off shit. They need to quit going back to the rehashed ideas. And it's like, will they ever stop? God, no, it's business. They're never going to give away their golden goose, right?
Right.
They're never going to be like, we could do Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon and make fucking $30 million, or we could do Gen 8 and maybe make $20 million. What should we do? Like, gee, I wonder, would you want $10 million extra dollars in your pocket? Because I fucking would.
Yeah. You know, I only wanted the moment to laugh because so many people are butthurt because they were expecting something that was never even hinted at or promised or anything. Like, there was literally no reason to expect it. It's just speculation. No. It's you know how it is. Like, I love all the memes that you see about Pokemon, especially how it's like, oh, my fucking my starter in Sun and Moon started with Tackle, which is a physical move, and Water Gun, which is a special move. Physical special split happened in Gen 4. Gen 4 remakes confirmed, and I'm just like, are you fucking?
I'm not gonna lie. Oh no, I'm serious. That shit happens all the time.
Ugh.
All the time.
So stupid.
It's funny though. Like, people don't do it to be serious. There are some people who will actually like go digging and they'll find like actual like subtext in the game. Like, they'll find like some like really fucking obscure character hidden in the middle of buttfuck nowhere that like mentions or talks about something that is like directly relatable to Diamond and Pearl or something like that, or something.
It's like, oh, I heard there's a Pokemon that controls time. Let's battle.
Well,
and
a little
like,
more
Illuminati
vague and out of the way than that. Yeah, pretty much. But it's like there are people who actually go digging for like actual like potential Easter eggs and teasers to like for Game Freak to be like, haha, if you found this, like, you might be onto something. Just saying, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But for the most part, every single gen, everybody's like, I want this, and then all of the internet trolls will go to fucking work and they'll find just like the stupidest, most random shit, and they'll be like, Gen 4 confirmed, blah blah blah, blah blah blah.
So
like,
stupid.
It's fucking hilarious though, because I know for Alpha Sapphire and Omega Ruby, there were a lot of people that were playing X and Y.
Okay.
And they get to a part where there was like a good amount of like water or whatever. And they'd be like, oh my god, so much surfing, Gen 3 confirmed, or whatever.
So stupid.
Right? Like, it's fucking hilarious, though. They're honestly really funny. I love seeing that shit on, like, Instagram and stuff.
For Oras, I really liked all the memes about, like, horns. Because the music in Gen 3 was full of horns, and it's like, the day before it announced, and there's just a dude chilling, and then it's the next day, and he's fucking on a trumpet blowing out his eye.
But anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
We're excited for E3. We'll talk to you guys about that next Sunday, because at that point E3 will be done and we can literally just fucking hype train the entire way through our episode next week.
Yes. The nerd boners will be real.
Are we good? Yeah, you think so? Is there anything else you want to touch on, mention, or anything, or should we close it out?
No, I think that's it, man. Because I've been off the radar on this E3.
Oh, me too. I don't know. E3 when we were 15 was a really big deal, because back then it was this magical, wonderful world where all this stuff got announced. Whereas these days it's like, oh shit, tickets are available to the public. Bro, we should go one year. Like...
Yeah, no, fucking, the reason it was so special in 2012 is because they were announcing consoles.
Yeah, pretty much. But actually, it'll be fine. Once this podcast gets super famous and everything, we'll get tickets to E3 and it'll be fucking awesome.
Speaking of internet fame, please subscribe to us on YouTube, Google Play, or iTunes, or if you want, you can go to our website, infinitygamespodcast.blogspot.com, and subscribe to our RSS feed directly if you're into that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This has been Infinity Games Podcast, episode Snake Eyes. No?
Yeah.
No?
Yeah,
yes?
that works.
Yes?
Yes.
Yay! Episode Snake Eyes. I'm KelryxsKing.
I'm Jukeboxhero.
Oh, God! Struggles with words.
I'm Juicebox.
Yeah. We'll see you guys next episode. Catch you later.
Bye.